Western media has been headlining some eye-opening claims that President Putin has admitted aiding the Syrian army in its fight against the rebels. The stories focus on what is described as the first official confirmation by the Kremlin.
The concern is that Vladimir Putin is escalating or expanding his military support for Bashar al-Assad, the Syrian president. And the concern is that there have been some very troubling movements in recent days.
Some U.S. intelligence analysts believe Russia is preparing to insert combat aircraft into Syria, presumably to conduct strikes against rebel forces threatening its longtime ally, the regime of Bashar al-Assad.
Earlier, RT's Medina Kochanova explained why these reports are far-fetched.
It all started with a statement that was made by the Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday. Now, the president was talking about fighting ISIS in Syria and was also asked to comment on some news reports that Russia was sending military jets to Syria. And here is what the president said.
U.S. jets are carrying out some airstrikes. So far, their efficiency has not been very high, and it's premature to say that we're ready to do the same. But we're already providing Syria with quite serious support, with vehicles, soldiers' training, weapons. We have big contracts with Syria that were signed 5 to 7 years ago, and we're meeting our obligations in full.
Western headlines did not go unnoticed by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, who called his Russian counterpart on Saturday to voice his concerns if he said the headlines were indeed accurate. English-language Israeli news outlet did publish an article titled "Russian Jets in Syrian Skies" that was saying that Russia has begun its military intervention into Syria. Now, the only source that was quoted in that article were some anonymous Western diplomats. No other details were mentioned in the article, not even a direct quote. So RT has decided to reach out to that particular news outlet and especially to the author of the article to get some comment on this source.
I'm not telling about I'm not talking about my sources, I'm sorry.
We didn't think there are refugees slamming by the hundreds of thousands a week into Europe.